All three under sedation that night.
Thanks to Mr. Rand, the shelter became a hospital.
Yeah, it's a tragic irony. The sick stayed well, and the healthy became blind. Your daughter is very sleepy.
Hmm?
Come along, my dear.
Good night, Daddy.
How old is your daughter, Mr. Mason?
Susan is not my daughter. We found each other in London, and since then, we've sort of been stuck with each other.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all friends here. Bettina, I want you to meet Susan. She's an English girl who's just arrived.
Hello, Susan. Hello.
I brought her to you, Bettina, because she still feels strange here, and you speak English. I'll call by later and tuck you in.
But you can't see. How can you tell? I'm finding I can tell a good many things. I think it's the way people react when you touch them. Let's see if I can tell anything more about you. Can you tell how old I am? You're 13. I'm only 12. But you're a very grown-up 12, aren't you? I think I am. Curly, blonde hair, right? Right. And brown eyes? That's right. And you've got a good sense of humor, too. I can tell because you've got the nicest laugh lines around your mouth. I'll tell you something else, too. We're going to be good friends.
Until things get back to normal, you are welcome to stay here and help us.
In the past few days, I've seen London, Paris, and a lot in between. Things are never going back to normal.
So I've tried to impress on Miss Durant.
I have faith, Mr. Mason.
Faith is fine, Miss Durant. But we'll need a lot more than that if we're going to survive.
Why shouldn't we survive?
Well, in France alone, there's over 50 million people, almost every one of them blind. There's going to be starvation, fire, pestilence. Anyone caught in the middle of it doesn't stand a chance. I think we ought to get out of here and go on to Spain.
How can you know it's any better there?
I don't.
And even so, how could we get all the people there?
We couldn't.
Mr. Mason, you are just running away.
Look, Miss Durant, I've told you what things are like. If you sit here with your eyes closed and let this thing run over you, you're the one who's running away.
Perhaps you'll change your mind. I hope you and Susan will decide to stay and help us. Good night.
Good night.
A warm, generous-hearted woman, but I'm afraid very stubborn. They've got the electricity going.
Who turned all the lights on?
Oh, what could happen, Mr. Coker? France is back to normal. Maybe I can reach someone on the phone. They have the lights on?
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Hello? Hello?
I'm afraid you won't get an answer, Miss Durant.
Why are you so sure I won't get an answer?
I put some fuel in the auxiliary motor for the generator, and as long as it lasts, we'll have light. But there's nothing I can do about the phone.
fix at the root system.
It's good to see you working again, Tom.
I assure you, it's not for the greater glory of science. I just want us to survive.
We will.
Damn it all, I'm not even a botanist.
Is it a plant or an animal?
Who knows? It doesn't seem to have any central nervous system. No circulation.
Then how does it move?
All plants move. And they don't usually pull themselves out of the ground and chase you. We could find out how this thing functions. We might figure out an easier way of killing it.
Look, you must get some sleep.
There's no time.
Just an hour. Then I'll wake you, I promise. Tom, you really must get some sleep. Sleep now. I'll wake you in an hour.
It's like annelids, like worms. Cut them in half and you can't kill them. There's no telling how many of them are out there. Get the hammer and nails.
being nailed in your own coffin.
Bettina, what are you doing out here?
I wanted to talk to you, Mr. Mason.
But you shouldn't be wandering around by yourself.
But I had to talk to you, just for a minute. Is it true you're going to leave us? To go to Spain?
Yes.
But what about the rest of us?
Bettina, the only way I can help is to try to find some real help. And I can't do it by staying here.
Then you're coming back to us?
Yes. If I can.
I hope you do come back.
Come on, I better get you back inside.
Triffid.
A what?
A Triffid. The original Triffid, the kind I saw in a greenhouse several years ago, was known to have come to Earth in a meteorite. This reappearance must have been caused by the meteorite explosion of the other night.
Why should they attack people?
Most plants thrive on animal waste, but I'm afraid this mutation possesses an appetite for the animal itself. This must be how they propagate.
There are millions of them.
One light wind and they're everywhere.
Susan, where's Miss Durant?
In there. Bill, wait. There's something I've got to tell you.
Later, Susan. Miss Durant.
Give me a moment, Mr. Mason. Please sit down.
Now, look, Miss Durant. Now, whether you like it or not, we're going to have to pack up and leave.
Did you bring some more supplies?
You tell her, Mr. Coker.
Mason's quite right, Miss Durant. In the next 24 hours, the vicinity will be swarming with Triffids.
Well, I cannot leave all these people here to die. I grew up with them. They are my friends. Don't you understand?
Listen.
Bill, it's that plane again. It's back. It flew over here before, Bill. That's what I wanted to tell you.